Good afternoon. It is March 30th, 2023, and today we really just had a range day again. If you if you drag these lows to the overnight lows, that the midline seems to work there too. You can see we get some touches and prices responding to it. But I was playing the range like this because look at all those touches up here. Um, and I mean, really, by the end of the day, it looks more like you would be better off having played it and then stopped here. But this would explain the breakout. You get a touch right there of the previous support before the breakout fails and we go higher. So I'll keep it there. Not a lot of trades the way I was viewing it. We'll run through it one more time. Maybe I missed something. So 5 o'clock comes right about here when we're correcting back to the EMA. And this trend up was pretty nice. And this looks like it's probably like a level of support. So you do get a failed breakout and a nice bullish bar. I don't know. We are expecting a new high, but you're always better off waiting on a higher low. And we make a new high. So that's one leg up to a new high, and you get that second leg up to a new high, and then it just goes sideways. And yeah, we're just going sideways. So once you get all these touches here, it's pretty clear where the midline is. And, you know, you get a touch up there at the high eventually. So you'd probably just be looking at this as support until it touches the highs right there. And it just looks to me like I think I would have had this steeper, no? I think I had it like that, and that's why I'm pretty sure this is how I had it. It might have moved because that tells us why I would have had this range drawn already. Is because I usually those legs like I had the highs right here to begin with, but after the fact we have all that support there. It's like that. So anyway, I got off on a little tangent. We come down here. I think actually, yeah, two legs up to a new high. You get the first entry, second entry. I'm not crazy about that one, but you know that's an inside bar, so it's never a good choice. And we just we've been breaking below the EMA. Not a great setup. Yeah, I shouldn't even mark it. I don't think that's not a great setup. It is aggressive. Maybe you do take that, but I don't like it. It looks like one leg of correction, and we're going to get a second one, and that's exactly what happened. So we keep testing that price level. That's a nice bullish bar. You might take that one because you've had 2, 3, 4. That's a fifth test of that price level. There's room back to that opening price. You might consider it 82.75, and yeah, there is. There's 9 ticks even, so I'd probably consider that one. And then as soon as we touch that price level, we just rock it down, and you get a first entry failed, second entry long off that midline. So, and you could argue that's a double test as well. So you might take that, expecting a second leg down. I don't think we got a second leg. That looks that's too big. So we came short of that. Bounced off this level of support, and really you get a quick double test right there. But I don't think you can take that. You got to wait on the higher low. So actually, I like this one. I'll mark it green, but this higher low, I was playing the range, and you get this higher low. Plenty of room back to the midline. We're close to the lows of the range, so you might take that. Very bullish bar. Overshoot leads to a break, leg up to a new high, leg of correction, and then you get this 2 legs of correction. Well, really, to me, this looks like 1 leg down, 2-legged correction. Maybe it's a leg up. Oh, okay, you can see that. There's a 2-legged correction in here, then another leg down. So that's like the second leg. And then we go up again, but it fails to test these highs again. We just keep going down. So anyway, this turns out to be a trend channel. And you get a first entry, second entry that confirms that trend channel. I like that. I like that setup to test these lows. That's exactly where we bounce. And then you get a failure right here. You might take that, but we just bounced off the lows. I think you're better off waiting. And look, this is why this one's aggressive, because look at these higher lows. However, I'm not looking at these as a convincing break. This is the convincing break. So I'm still waiting for a new low. And that's exactly what happens. Probably just trapped a bunch of longs. And that's why we get 2 legs down to a new low. But anyway, you get a second entry short here, but we already have a new low in place. And it's looking like a range day. So I think that's aggressive, but it's a nice signal bar. And it turns up, you get a move up, break, couple legs up to a new high. And when we test this price level, and then you get this lower high, you might take that. I would expect it to test this low if it's going lower, because that looks like a range to me, and that's seems to be what happened. We break a little bit lower before we reverse. And unfortunately, oh wait, yeah, well technically you got a first entry, failed second entry short, so maybe you take that. There's plenty of room to the previous level of support. So you might take that, and that would confirm your trend channel, and we're going higher. Then you get a break, and this kind of looks like 1 leg down to me. It kind of looks like its own channel. Break, move to a new low, it bounces. Test this low a couple times, and then it goes higher. I don't see any long. So there's a trap here. And Mac was talking about this the other day, like after the break, perhaps I have this channel drawn incorrectly, and perhaps more people were playing this one right here like this, which would explain, you got to break and move to a new high, but that just doesn't look like a good second entry to me. You got a doji here, you got a bunch of inside bars. And so that's probably exactly what happened is we have this level of resistance right here. Well, it's support, it breaks out, it's resistance, it tests it, and just chops people up. And I mean, Mac has 20 more years of experience than me, 25, whatever it is. So I can't take these attempts at a new high second entries unless it's above the EMA. I'd rather wait on a higher low, and you don't get that here. But we try to go higher here, it fails, and then they just trapping people in here before it goes to a new high, and that led into the close. So I think another low volume day, I would say, and just a range day and just not a lot of trades. But I hope everyone had a great day. I'll be back tomorrow.